Hello. So, I'm going to talk about being autistic. A lot of commonalities with ADHD, ADD, other neurodivergence as well, which I'm not going to get into right now. Um, some of the topics I want to cover are things you may not have heard of. If you're not familiar with them, please just look them up. I'll be talking about them at some point. One topic is interoception and alexithymia or alexithymia. I'm not sure which way it's pronounced around here. If I get it off the internet, who knows what country it came from. I'm going to be talking about executive functioning, which is a big problem. And it's not a problem. It's not really a problem. It's just that we don't, autistic people don't have the ability to plan in certain ways, and it makes fitting into the statistical norm in this country very much more difficult, because you're judged by the fact that you can't do the things that other people are doing on a regular basis. You might look like you're fantastic and achieving great things, and yet you're not able to do the simplest things on the side. That's very typical. So it's hard for other people to look at us and say, "Oh, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. I saw you doing it the other day. How come you can't do it today?" Well, anyway, stimming and self-regulation. That's a big part of my life. Self-regulation can be... Well, I'm not going to get into it. I'm just going to tell you what some of the topics are right now. You just have to look for the video. Hyperfocus, special interests, importance of autistic, autonomy for mental health. That's a big one. Autistic people and other neurodivergent people are very often very creative, and they need to have the space to function in the way that their brains function. That's the big thing there. I'll talk about that in great depth. We've got hyperfocus, so I already said that. Moving from one task to another. It's the difficulties in completing tasks. Autism is often judged by the inability to communicate in certain ways, verbal communication, but it really is a huge spectrum, as they say. I've had some difficulties communicating. Other things I'm not too bad at. But anyone who's talked to me for a period of time doesn't understand what I'm saying, and I often come away from conversations wondering what the hell just happened. And that is every frigging day that happens. There's the double empathy problem. I'll get into what that means. Major sensory issues and the impacts of those sensory issues when they're not met or not recognized by the autistic person or by the organization that's just blatantly throwing fluorescent lights at us all day long. That was a big problem in my educational life. I didn't realize it till long after I finished university, but I struggled through. These are just a few. There's so many more. This is another one I just thought of is autistic truth and justice. Rule following and rule breaking. That's another big topic. Got lots of examples from my own life, how that's affected me, how people tend to judge you as being lazy because of things you don't do, and also bad because you haven't done some things they expect that you should be able to do. And the fact is that you can't do them, and you shouldn't be expected to do them. Or at least you should be expected just to do them on your own, within your own ability level. So a lot of these things are going to take, multiple sessions to cover. So we'll see what happens with that. And whether you can stick it out, you can fast forward through them if you don't like them, or just go to the sailing blog part. I don't know. So back to sailing. Not to worry. I haven't done any sailing since I've been here. I've been here a month. And I'm sitting on the Hard, waiting to go into the water. And it looks like maybe next week after Hurricane Lee, I can finally get in the water. That's going to be just breathtakingly refreshing. It's been all right living on the Heart. I've got everything I need on board. I've got plenty of power. I don't need to plug into anything. I need to go up and down a ladder to get water and such, or visit the bathroom, that sort of thing. All right, I think that's about it. So if you're interested and you want to support me a bit and help me continue on, I am hoping to learn how to sail a bit better, and I'm going to start heading offshore and practicing, and maybe I'll hop my way down the eastern seaboard on the Atlantic Ocean, heading possibly to the Bahamas and Caribbean. Shirley and I already made it about halfway down the Bahamas. I have no real desire to redo some of the places that we visited, but I certainly would like to see the bottom end of the Bahamas before I get to the Caribbean, and hop my way down that chain. And I don't know where we'll end up from there, but I've got a lot of topics to talk about, and I hope you find the journey kind of interesting. All right, I'll talk to you later. Fair winds.